It's really strange. It feels like there wasn't much of like a distance between the announcement and reveal of this and the launch, because I had wandered away from the internet for about 2 days, and in that time this was announced, revealed, and then also launched, which I don't know. I don't love that. I like kind of having a little bit of time in between. But this is Lunar Beauty's new Siren Sunset collection. If you don't know Lunar Beauty, it's run by Manny Mua. Now, it's a very like dialed back collection. There isn't a huge amount to it. But I have to say a massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar. They filled me in on this. Let's discuss. So the Siren Sunset full collection includes the eyeshadow palette itself and the 3 liquid lipsticks. And I would kind of say that the strongest thing from Manny's collection are actually his liquid lipsticks. Now it's retailing for €83.95 for all of it together. And I kind of wish he had done another like moon spell thing. But at the same time, it's interesting that he went for this. Let's discuss the eyeshadow palette first. So that's retailing for €52.95, and there's something about this that just doesn't entirely appeal to me. It's like he's taken some of the shades from like his Life's a Drag, and then some from like the Eclipse palette, and kind of some from other palettes, and just kind of meshed them together. I like the cool toned nature of this, but beyond that, it's not really for me. And I do kind of feel like when I'm looking at the swatches here that he's shown, they do look so much better. They're a lot better than the swatches that he puts over on his website. Like, this is a lot more interesting, but there's something about it that's kind of giving me Haunted Mansion, you know, from Colourpop. It's giving me that. It's not like obviously a dupe, but it's giving the same sort of vibes. But obviously I feel like Manny's stuff would be of better quality. Now I do feel like he's kind of been going through it a bit lately, because I mean, it's been called out as to the fact that he's friends with both Colleen Ballinger and James Charles, and that's put him into a lot of hot water. So it'll be interesting to see how this launch is going to go. His eye makeup is beautiful here though. I quite enjoy that there's a consistency with his packaging. So even though he's kind of gone with a totally different theme, it's Siren Sunset, so it's all about mermaids, which, God, there's been a lot of that this year. I like that the lunar symbol is very, very clear in there. Do you see what I mean about the swatches on his site? I don't know, it just kind of bugs me. Like, I like the individual shades, it's just not for me. But to be fair, look at that model. Like, she looks absolutely stunning. The look that they've done, presumably with the palette, is stunning. But as I said before, kind of the thing that I like the most about Lunar Beauty are their liquid lipsticks. And he has a trio set for €41.95. So if you happen to like all of the shades, that does work out an awful lot better for you. So this shade is Sailor Liquid Lipstick, and it's €17.95. A kind of like how taupey and almost corpse-like it is. The component of the lipstick looks gorgeous as well. But I gotta say, I was kind of shocked to see that that's what it looked like on the lips. Like, it looks totally different. So this is much more like dusty pink, which I was like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. So not for me. Then there's Pink Pearl, which is also retailing for €17.95. And this is reading a lot more purpley than I thought the previous one was. So I don't know whatever way they're actually depicting those particular liquid lipsticks. It just seems a little bit strange. It looks beautiful on her, but if I had bought the lipstick based upon that previous picture, I'd have been a bit miffed. And finally, there's Abyss, and I love that kind of deep bluey purple. It's really, really interesting. And this one is true to shade. It does look so beautiful and vampy / siren-y. Very, very nice. I assume this is essentially his very, very late Halloween collection. I do quite like this particular liquid lipstick. All in all though, I feel like the collection just isn't for me. And that is totally, totally fine. Like I said before, I think he's having a bit of a time of it because people are asking him to talk out about his relationship with James Charles and with Colleen Ballinger. I'll be honest, that's absolutely none of my business. You know, what do I know about these things? But I think it could make his sales a little bit more difficult these days, None of this is for me. I won't be buying any of this, but let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this or no?